I saw that Sean had readied a few models, and Wordy here, he's just moving his guys, readying up what looks like the Pathfinder railgunners. What does he have? Oh, okay. This is an interesting list that he's got with the stealth suits. Stealth suit
Yeah,
leader, heavy specialist, stealth
I was
suit.
going to say, I think this list that Wardy has is actually quite good against Grey Knights.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of two wound models with the stealth suits and the recon drone, and then he's got a lot of shield drones with shield note panes to block cybolts. He's really going to be able to kind of efficiently soak cybolts up and protect his railgunners.
right.
One decision I saw Sean make in the movement phase was readying this zealot right here in the middle, like bottom left middle.
Yeah,
Didn't really make any attempt to put it into cover or anything, which I would have expected Wardy to move one of his rail rifles over to get a more clear shot on the zealot, but he didn't do that. So, yeah, I mean, kind of an interesting setup over here.
mm-hmm.
Also, Sean seems to have opted for a mostly melee list. He's only got one Grey Knight Gunner with a silencer.
Yeah.
And against the Tau sub-faction, that might be a little bit hard for him to actually get locked up, assuming Wardy positions himself, I guess, correctly.
Yeah, exactly. All the shots from the gun drones and all the other models, especially with For the Greater Good, Sean will have to get fancy with some outside of a line of sight charges here in order to get those models stuck in, or maybe he's just hoping to be able to cybolt a bunch of models off the board here. Um, he has set up a single Grey Knight in reserve, and then Wardy has set up, looks like, two gun drones and a shield drone also in reserve. Do you know who won the initiative roll off here?
Sean won the initiative, so
Sean.
Wardy's going through his moves now.
Right, right.
I do believe on the bottom right, Wardy's shield drone is just barely on the lip of that objective.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So they're going to be contesting that, and Sean's not going to be able to shoot with that Grey Knight, although he'll likely be going for the Cybolt.
Yeah. Now it is a shield drone, so they do have that 5-up feel no pain. I mean, it is a 1 in 3 chance that he gets it, but we'll see how it goes. And then depending on where he deep strikes this last remaining Grey Knight, assuming that he does this turn, he might be able to put 2 Cybolts into that shield drone. Not entirely sure. It's really all up in the air at this point. I've never seen Wardy play. I've never actually seen a game with. Well, I have played against stealth suits before.
I have played one game against Wardy on Tabletop Simulator.
Uh-huh.
And he opted for a smaller list when I played him. But what he has here seems a bit different than what he ran against me. So, I mean, I got to say, I actually like the list that Wardy opted to go for with Grey Knights. And I'm not a huge fan of Sean's list going against, knowing that he's against the Tau Sept. I would have liked to see another gunner to try and pick off these drones.
Right.
Then I'm not crazy about his chances of being able to consistently get into close combat.
Yeah. Because, I mean, all these shots, like, at base, they're strength 5. Even without the AP, all of his models are just 1 wound models. So he'll have to get fancy with the charges, like I said earlier.
Yeah. Where do you think he's going to be putting those 2 Cybolts in?
I could see him. Let's do some measurements here. I could see him deep striking. Oh yeah, he's bringing that. Okay.
Oh, he's going to be able to get a Cybolt down onto that demo spec.
Yeah, straight out of the gate. That's pretty.
Bit of a ballsy move, because there's a real chance that Grey Knight, after Psychic phase is finished, is going to get blown off the board, especially if he doesn't get the out of action.
Yeah, he might be doing a kind of trading a knight for a queen going on, because if he took oh gosh, what do you call it? I'm blanking here. The secondary for killing for killing specialists.
High-profile targets,
Yeah,
yeah.
if he took high profile targets, that could be a case of like potentially sacrificing a model for a uh I don't know. Yeah, that is really risky because I mean,
It's
look at all those shots he has now.
and it doesn't look like the stealth suit leader is actually able to see that Grey Knight, which I think Sean was looking for. I really don't like this Grey Knight's odds of surviving.
No, because he's gonna get shot by that recon drone and the sniper spec.
Yeah,
And if you look at
assuming he can see. Yeah,
looking at
that's all good.
the remaining command points for both of these guys, they only have one remaining, so it's not like he'll be able to even like decisive shot or anything. Um,
Yeah, and it's still a 50-50 to even get that demo spec out of action with the Cybolt.
yeah, right.
Um, Granted, a flesh wound on a rail rifle is pretty brutal, as they have that 4-up ballistic skill.
Yeah,
And he brought a shield drone over. I'm not sure if Wardy knows that a drone cannot intercept a Cybolt.
yeah. If he doesn't know that, that's huge, and I'm sure Sean will communicate that to his opponent. We've discussed it during our Grey Knight faction deep dive about how that's one of Grey Knight's strengths against the Tau, is that those Tau drones, they can only intercept shooting or melee attacks, and Cybolts are considered to be neither of those things.
So he's bringing in his shield drone here, or his gun drone over here. And I actually think that Wardy might be trying to see if he can make.
It looks like he's just trying to get more shots on target by
Yeah,
bringing in
I was
that
going to say it
recon
looks like
drone
he might be trying
or
to
that gun
create.
drone.
I was going to say it looks like he might be trying to create a new target for the Cybolt, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Sean put it just 5 inches out
Yeah,
of the demo. Yeah, I think I don't know about that play from Sean. It's definitely high risk.
yeah,
I think I would have just opted to bring him in at a safer spot and then try and Cybolt the shield drone on the bottom right, and then Cybolt one of the drones in the middle, and then just try and get your shooting off with the storm bolters.
yeah. Right. All right.
So they're in the psychic phase now,
Yeah.
and he's going for that demo spec with the Cybolt.
All right. I'm gonna bring up the Twitch chat on my TV here. I'll be back in a sec.
Sean makes the Cybolt on that demo spec, and there's not going to be anything to try and stop it, so he's going for the out of action roll. And he gets it. Huge play for Sean there. And Sean is going to reveal Relic Hunters, actually. So we know one of his secondaries. Oh. And then it looks like the second Cybolt, he's deliberating, and I think he's going to go onto that shield drone on the bottom right. At least that's what I would do in this situation with Grey Knights. But he's possibly thinking about going for a gun drone in the middle. Sean, for us, we're kind of used to playing against Sean here in our local scene. But he's a very precise player. He really takes a lot of time kind of deliberating his actions. And that can be kind of a nightmare when he's playing something like a Tyranid Swarm, which is what he used to play. But ever since he picked up Grey Knights, it's been a bit more tolerable. And it looks like he is going for that Cybolt on the shield drone. And he actually gets the D3, which is huge because the shield drone is going to have to potentially make. Oh, wow. Yeah, Sean seems to have thrown the dice over at the gun drone.
Oh no.
But Sean's going to have to make D3 feel no pains, potentially, depending on what Sean gets for the D3 mortal wounds. Which is pretty much perfect, best case scenario for Sean here against that shield drone. Sean only gets one, though, so there's only one feel no pain that's going to have to be contested, but Wardy does not make it, so we're going to see that 4-up out of action roll, and Sean gets it. So that's two dead dead town members right now, and he's just going to get flipped for relic hunters. So right off the bat, Sean's got a really good situation here. So he's going to be holding 2 points for sure. The issue with this, though, is Sean's very unlikely to be getting hold more. Really what he wants to do is try and use his demo spec on the left here and the zealot spec that are ready to shoot these drones off the middle point, and then put himself in a position where he is holding 1 and Wardy is also holding 1. So starting with the ready shooters as we move into the shooting phase, Sean is considering who he wants to shoot with, as he did win initiative earlier. So they're going to be alternating with their ready models. And it looks like Sean's actually measuring to see if he'd be able to shoot that sniper rail rifle, but I don't think he's going to be able to with the 24-inch range on the silencer. So it looks like the silencer is probably going to be aiming towards the middle on either that gun drone or the shield drone. Both are going to be long range for the silencer. And I think he might be talking about splitting shots, 3 and 3, because that silencer has 6 shots on it. Yeah, he's doing 3 on each drone in the center. So this is definitely an interesting one, and he's probably going to have that zealot with the storm bolter clean up whatever might be left after the silencer's done shooting. Also pretty smart of Sean to shoot with the demo spec first, as that's the one that's certainly in more danger of getting potentially shot off the board from Wardy's ready models over there on the right side. Oh, so he's changing. He's doing 4 on the shield drone and 2 on the gun drone with the silencer. Both,
Okay.
and he's going to be getting the comms buff from that Grey Knight up top. So he's going to be hitting on, I believe, 4s instead of 5s. So starting with the 4 on that shield drone.
Well, these shield drones, are they obscured? Because he might be just straight up be hitting on 2s. Oh, they are. They look pretty
he's definitely
short.
taking a long range penalty because he does
Oh,
have
okay.
12 inches. But I'm not sure if they're measuring obscurity. He might be obscured, depending on how they're ruling it. It actually looks like he wouldn't be if you're just counting the floating part of the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think he did get those 2 hits, or they are talking about that now. Yeah, all right. So those 2 hits did go through. Neither drone is obscured. Yep. Oh.
Give him a little bit of a TO ruling, but and he's the demo spec, so he's running on 3s. So the 2 doesn't quite make it.
Yep.
We're going to be seeing a 5-up or a 4-up invuln, and then a 5-up feel no pain. He fails the invuln and fails the feel no pain, so that's pretty unfortunate from Wardy so far. And we're going to be seeing D3 damage from that silencer onto the gun drone. Whenever Sean is ready to
roll that D3 damage, yeah.
Roll the D3 damage. I'm not sure what just happened there.
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea why he just rolled.
Yeah, Wardy just rolled again, but I think Sean's rolling his D3 damage now.
Okay, so 1 damage.
So Sean is looking for a 4-up to get this guy out of action.
No.
Doesn't get it, but I think he might be considering the attack roll.
Have all his Grey Knights shot yet that could shoot?
No, he has one other
Alright.
ready Grey Knight.
Yeah, he might just be using Cybolt ammunition. And just splitting those shots.
Before that happens, Wardy has a ready model as well, so they're alternating ready models here.
Right, okay. Yeah, those,
I'm not sure what Sean's rolling right now.
Now two on the gun
Oh,
drone, yeah,
yeah,
because
the
he
other
had
two
split the
shots on the gun
shots. Ooh, okay, strong hit, strong wound. Here comes the 4-up save. Yep, there it is. You got it.
Okay, yeah, I got a little bit confused there. I forgot that he was splitting shots. And now Wardy is probably going to be looking at using that sniper to try and take out that Grey Knight right there
Yeah.
in his deployment zone. Although he's apparently considering taking the shot on the silencer.
Yeah, if I was Wardy here, I would probably want to eliminate that threat that's in my backfield. These are the only two models, or, well, I guess two of the three models that are going to be able to shoot at him. So I would definitely try to eliminate that threat first. I would be shooting with the recon drone. Yeah. Okay, so he's doing the recon drone shots. This is going to be assault 4 into the Grey Knight there. Okay,
Hitting on
that's
fives, I believe.
yeah, hitting on 5s. That's 3 hits, and this will be wounding on 4s.
Threes, right? It's strength 5, isn't it?
Yep, that's right. Ooh, okay, only one wound goes through, so Sean just needs to make a single 3-up save here, and he gets it. Yeah.
And
So
now we're going to be
now,
going over that Zealot Felshin that's ready to,
yeah,
who's certainly going to be taking shots into the middle. And if I'm willing to bet, I'd be willing to bet rather that he's going to be splitting shots once again to try and get those bodies off the middle.
oh yeah, and he does have the 1 CP, so we could see a Cybolt ammunition here just to kind of make it easier, make those chances more likely. Because if he kills, yeah, so he's splitting the shots. He is not doing Cybolt ammo. So it's 1 hit and 1 wound. The 6s are crazy right now for Sean.
And that's a failed save.
Yep, here
and
comes the feel no pain. Does not get the feel no pain. All right.
Needing a 3-up. And he doesn't get it. He's got to reroll that, I think. It doesn't look like he will reroll it. He only needs a 3-up.
He's thinking about it.
Because if he doesn't get that body off, there's a 0% chance he's going to stop Wardy from getting hold more, I think. Well, I guess he does have other shots on those drones, so it would be possible, but I think he is re-rolling.
Yeah, he is rolling the injury. He does get a 3, so that model is taken out of action. And he's going to have to put that back and flip it because of Relic Hunters.
Yeah, so far Sean is getting the out of action. There's already been 3 dead Tau models. And the other 2 shots now are going to go into that gun drone.
Yep.
It's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4, he gets it. And 4-up save.
That's not how you drop a die in the box. There it is.
That's pretty important for Wardy, for this drone to live through this shooting phase. Obviously, there's still a bit more, but it looks like now that sniper is gonna.
Yeah, that he has no choice here. He has to put those shots into that Grey Knight.
There's no comms bonus here, so it's just 2 shots hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
He is rerolling 1s though for sniper bonus.
Well, there isn't a comms bonus here, but he is rerolling the 1s. And has he already committed the recon drone to buffing any model yet?
Well, no, but the recon drone isn't going to help him here because the Grey Knight is not obscured.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it doesn't add 1. It just ignores obscured penalties. So he definitely does not want to. Yeah. He's spending a CP to add sniper. 1.
So he's going to be hitting on 3s. That's actually, I kind of like that play.
Watch him roll a 2. Watch him roll a 2. Oh my god! That is brutal. That is so brutal. Oh my gosh. Well, wait. No. Those are 3s. But he needed the 4.
Yeah, he needed 3.
My god, that's so brutal.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry to see that, Worry.
Ryan, also, can you check Twitch chat to see how?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Somebody says, "Oof, no screening." I mean, it was a pretty risky drop from from Sean to put that Grey Knight back there. I mean, he got super lucky with Wardy rolling double twos when he just needed a three, really.
Yeah, I think Wardy's odds of getting that kill were pretty decent.
Yeah, they were
With
insanely high. And remember, this is a strength six, so wounding on threes, and it's an AP -4 weapon, D3 damage. Yeah, odds were very high of that Grey Knight just getting absolutely smoked. So that was a Hail Mary pass from Sean early on in this game, and so far it's worked out for him, I guess. Uh,
yeah, looks like that comms in the top left is trying to figure out who he's going to put his shots onto.
mm-hmm. Looks like he's going to be splitting the. He's definitely going to be splitting shots here.
Yeah, I mean he wants to get rid of that stealth suit over there. It's pretty much the biggest threat left in this shooting phase for Sean.
Yeah,
But I
he
think his
won't. He
odds
won't
of
be able to
killing,
get it though with those drones being alive. So.
yeah. So he's going to be shooting at the gun drone first to try and.
Okay, yeah, he'll probably be splitting the shots here, 2 and 2, hoping that he gets to kill that gun drone first. Yep, here it comes. And that stealth suit is probably obscured. Let's see how the line of sight's looking. Yeah, so it will be getting an additional cover bonus.
So he gets one hit on the drone, and he does wound.
All right.
So
This is a gun drone. Yep, gets that 4-up. Yeah, man, this is a 7-point model with a 4-up save. Just look at this stat line right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely ridiculous for 7 points that you can just spam these. That dice taking its time coming out. I didn't even see what it was, but
yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, looks like nothing happened. Okay, that is not.
I'm going to assume that the heavy made the 3-up save, though.
Yeah.
Or rather, that Sean missed the wound.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened.
So now Wardy is, yeah. So Wardy's thinking about shooting now with probably that heavy stealth suit with the fusion blaster into the comms falchion.
Yeah.
So that's a strength 8, AP -4, D6 damage weapon. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is just like a melta-gun or a fusion blaster.
Yeah.
Or a fusion gun.
Well, yeah. Yeah, strength 8, AP -4, D6, and then the range on it is.
I don't see the range on Wardy's profile. I would assume that it's a 12-inch range.
Yeah, so fortunately, it looks like that Grey Knight is outside of 6, so it won't be 2d6 damage if these shots go through.
That also means that he's obscured and long range. So.
And he is within an inch of that shield drone, actually. Or no, he's definitely not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to shoot at him to begin with.
I do think that he is within an inch of the barrel with the crate, which is obscuring him, though, so it would be a 5.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if he's going to be doing that, though.
Yeah, because he does have he does have that drone to shoot into the Grey Knight. All right.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Grey Knight, he does look a little bit obscured, but I think you could. I would say the Grey Knight is not obscured. His weapons are outside of line of sight.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
So looking for 5s, and he gets 2. Wounding on a 3, and he gets it. So Sean's going to have to make a 3-up save.
Yeah. Gets it.
Which he does. So Sean has a few more options to shoot with. Well, a couple more options. He's got the leader in the back and that Grey Knight that deep striked in. So this has been a fantastic turn one for Sean. Just everything has kind of worked out for him.
Yeah, literally, like everything that could have gone wrong for him just refused to materialize.
Yeah.
He's already killed one of the Pathfinder gunners. The other one whiffed.
It looks like the leader is going to be taking 2 shots at that gun drone in the middle. So Sean's still trying to prevent that hold more from Morty, and he gets one hit off.
No
It's long
wounds.
range. He did not get the wound.
Yeah, so now I believe that's all of Sean's shooting models. So,
No, Sean still has the deep strike grenade, doesn't he?
oh, true, true. Yeah, I think every model that could shoot that model has shot already. That's an
Um,
interesting. Yeah, I could see it. Sean could lose this point here.
well, Sean's already losing out on hold more, so he gets one hit with the gun drone on the first carbine
Yep.
and misses the second. But he's got 2 more shots with the other
Yep.
carbine, and he gets no hits. So Sean is now going to be looking at that last Grey Knight. I would assume Sean's going to try and shoot that sniper off. I mean, that kind of seems like the obvious move, right?
I actually disagree with that. Simply because those both of those drones that are right next to the sniper, they can just eat those shots. So I would, if I was him, I would be putting the shots into
That's true.
probably the shield drone. Maybe not the
I would
shield
say that,
drone. The thing
um,
with the recon drone is it's got 2 wounds
yeah.
and it
So I
still
would say
gets a
it
4
doesn't.
up. Yeah.
I would say it doesn't matter that much because Sean doesn't have rerolls into one damage weapon anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier to get wounds through on the sniper than it is to get wounds through on the toughness 4 drone. So he might as well
Ah,
sink all those shots into the sniper.
yeah, fair, fair.
And both parties are out of command points. So
Yeah, it's not like he has Cybolt ammunition, which would make killing either of those drones any easier. Uh, what is?
not sure what's happening there.
Think they might be doing scoring. He's still got shooters. Oh, camera issues.
Uh, so if Sean does straight up forget to shoot with that guy, I think it's our responsibility to not tell him because that's his own mistake.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cough, cough. Ryan, you reminding my opponent to re-roll his ones yesterday.
um. Yeah, true. I mean, like he forgot it, like the entire like first 2 turns or whatever. So I don't feel
I mean,
that bad about it. He practically played half the game without being able to re-roll it. Yeah, I don't feel bad at all.
um,
All right,
so
that's 2 hits from something, or just one. No wound.
and 2 other shots, both miss. See, this is where that Sasaya subfaction comes in.
Yeah, the re-rolling ones.
It looked like that was a shot from that gun drone over there on the obscured Grey Knight
Oh, okay.
with the comms specialist.
Yeah, so this was what I was waiting for, was the leader over there to take a long shot at something. So this guy's got a burst cannon, so it's 18 inches. Salt 4. It's the same weapon that the recon drone is equipped with.
Yeah, I think Sean did forget to shoot with that Grey Knight over there because Wardy's shooting twice in a row. And Wardy whiffed with the leader, so that's unfortunate. And now he's going with the other stealth suit into that comm specialist. So probably just one shot hitting on 4. Or 5, rather, because it's long range. Although, yeah, that Grey Knight's definitely obscured.
Oh yeah, that with that drone flying around right in front of him. What just happened there?
I'm not sure. I think he's still considering. Oh yeah, maybe he missed. Looks like he missed. And I think now they're doing scoring, and I'm not sure why that. Okay, that drone is flipped again. So
Oh, I believe they had flipped it over to determine if that Grey Knight was in fact obscured.
I see.
Which, I mean, obviously, just from the way you're drawing line of sight, yeah, he's gonna be. Literally goes right through it.
Yeah, I would say they're probably going over scoring right now.
Yeah.
So from the look of things, Sean has hold one, but he is not getting hold more because he was unable to take that gun drone out in the middle.
Correct.
Sean's definitely getting kill more though, and Wardy is not going to be getting kill one.
Yeah.
So Sean's going to be leading 3-2 on that primary to start.
Yeah. Let's take a look and see if they had scored any secondaries. Sean did get thin their ranks. He's not going to be able to pick up any relic hunters here because all his kills came from long range. Looking at Wardy's secondaries that he's placed face down. Maybe hasn't scored any yet. We'll know in a moment here. All right, yeah, so they're going into round two. It doesn't appear that Wardy has scored any secondaries. So speaking of secondaries, what sorts of secondaries do you think that Wardy in fact did bring in this game?
Well,
what would you bring in this situation?
I'm comfortable saying it because Sean's not listening to us presumably, but I saw Wardy flip over a recon sweep over there.
Okay.
I'm sure that was a good play from Sean to. I'm totally blanking on the word, but he stopped Wardy from being able to recon or to Manta Strike into his deployment zone to get that recon sweep.
Oh, okay.
I would guess that Wardy may have taken high-profile targets.
Yeah.
That might be a good one. Also, Hip Shot and Death from Afar are a pretty popular one for Tau players.
Yeah.
So at the end of the first round, we're looking at 4-2 in favor of Sean's Grey Knights. And it looks like they rolled initiative already, and Sean won. And I think he's deliberating a charge right now with that comp specialist.
Yeah. We could see a baited trap play here from Wardy.
Oh, yeah,
which is a Tau tactic for 1 CP. It's going to be the Overwatch shots for one model would be hitting on a 4 instead of a 5 or 6 because remember he's playing Tau, so they're already natively hitting all their Overwatch shots on 5s and 6s. That baited trap makes it so that they'd be hitting on a 4 up. I can see him using that for the fusion blaster probably.
Yeah, to get a multi-gun shot. I mean,
yeah.
A 4 is better than what he's hitting on in shooting phase right now, where that Grey Knight is. So.
Well, I can tell you which model he definitely would not be using that tactic on. And that would be the shield drone.
Yes.
All right. Some dice being thrown around. Single die here. Looks like he's like spamming the R key, but I don't know what's happening with that.
They're rolling off for if he can be between two models.
I don't understand that statement, but I mean, if he's declared all of them as targets of a charge, well, it's exactly like 3 inches. No, it's not exactly 3 inches. It's a little under 3 inches between those two models. So I don't think he would be able to. 32 millibase is 1.25.
I would say.
Ooh, double
sixes. We should
sixes.
probably copy that Grey Knight and paste him in the middle just to see.
Yeah, do it.
I can't because I'm a specialist. I'm not a
Oh, okay. Well,
instructor.
I see you. I see you typing in the chat there. Yeah, yeah. That way they won't have to roll off for it. Mm,
I think Sean might be.
yeah, I think they're just talking about it right now. Failed save, deciding if he wants to re-roll.
There must have been an Overwatch shot then. Gotta figure out which gun it was that got that Overwatch shot. And Sean re-rolls, and
Into a 3. Those shots must have been from the Tau drone.
well, I don't know. He's oh yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because if it came from that fusion gun, there's no way he made that save. Because it's
Yeah.
an AP3, AP4, AP3. Yeah,
And
AP4.
he missed the Overwatch with the Fusion Blaster from the looks of it. So I think
Oh
Sean
man.
is going to be good to make this charge.
Wardy's gone down to -2 CP. Not sure what that's all about. Um, I don't know what CP he used.
We're going to figure that out. Ask him in the chat there.
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea why he's.
What?
I guess CP is a foul word in a
Yeah,
tabletop simulator. There, Shane.
I guess so. I typed CP and they censored it.
Bruh.
Okay,
Negative
he
2
fixed that.
command points.
He
Okay.
is empty. So.
All right.
So there's clearly still some discussion going on over here. I'm assuming Sean is. He made his, I believe it was a 5-inch charge he rolled. So he's measuring to see if he can get onto the gun drone or the. I think he's just on that shield drone right now, which is still a decent
Yeah,
spot
looks
for him
like
to
it.
be
Mm-hmm.
because he can't get shot there, and even if he gets charged, that Falchion Grey Knight will be able to fight first because Sean has.
Yeah, I would not be charging in any models into that model right now if I were Wardy,
Yeah,
because there's no point in doing it. Because assume that drone is able to survive until next round, it's just gonna fall back out of combat, and then either that gun drone can cycle charge in to keep him pinned there, or they can both fall back, and he'll just have to stand there and eat the shots, or do nothing and just cybolt.
yeah. The one thing that's to note is if Sean cybolts that Grey Knight, or not the Grey Knight, the shield drone, he still can't shoot because that Grey Knight was the one that charged.
Correct. Old one arm in the chat says salty. All right. I don't know what he's referring to, or
Looks like another Overwatch shot, and he did get the wound through. I'm not sure which. I would assume it's the Zealot into that gun drone in the middle.
Ooh.
And Sean looks like he failed a save.
That's not good.
So, and he's out of CP. So
No, he's got 1 CP left, but I think he may have tack re-rolled already, so
yeah,
he wouldn't be able to
that
do
was
it.
all.
All right, that's a dead Grey Knight in Overwatch. Brutal.
Wow, that's huge. For
Yeah.
Wardy.
That was his Zealot spec too. F's in the chat for the Zealot. Salt
Well, we
about
can see now
reminding
if
people to do their re-rolls. Oh,
yeah,
haha, he's calling you salty. He's calling you salty, Shane.
for why.
For me, reminding your opponent yesterday to do the re-rolls.
Oh, yeah, a little bit, yeah. But it's okay because I won. I'm not gonna did a lot of crap.
Oh yeah, you you didn't need.
He was the king of crump.
Yeah, for sure.
And Sean is now kind of he looks a little bit at a loss for what to do now. I mean, I think that Zealot getting in was a huge part of his game plan.
Yeah, and I mean we talked about this earlier. This was a huge risk that Sean was basically put up against just in this faction matchup because he's gonna have to. I guess he's just setting up for another turn 3 charge onto that middle objective. But yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier, where he was going to have to get fancy with those out of line of sight charges, and with the way the terrain is set up, and with the position of these town models, it's just very hard to do.
Yeah.
Like the odds were considerably higher that the comm specialist Grey Knight would have died to Overwatch rather than a single Tau drone shooting his Overwatch. Yeah, so I
Yeah, I
think
think
he's just moving up that
regardless.
model, and we'll see a Cybolt come in, and then if not, excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. And if not, then the storm we'll see a Stormbolter's shot come in. Also, he does have that ready silencer gunner.
Yeah. One thing to note also is it's going to be kind of tough for Sean to be in a position where he can sidebolt that sniper. Charging in with that Grey Knight is a little bit risky, especially because Sean doesn't have any rerolls left, and Wardy still has 2 CP if he wants to use Beta Trap on that rail rifle
Yeah,
over the launch.
we could just be seeing a move here. He could just plug walk up onto the point, and I think that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he's just plug walking. He's just plug walking up onto the point, putting himself in a position to score relic hunters, assuming that model survives this
Yeah,
next round of shooting here.
either way, that Cybolt is there's no way he's going to be able to put it on the sniper. So that sniper's going to get shots onto the Grey Knight after it moves.
Yeah, for sure.
And I really don't like the Grey Knight's odds of surviving a second round of rail rifle shots.
Yeah. Yeah, he's measuring out the Cybolt distances now. That Cybolt is 100% going to have to go into the yeah, 100% going to have to go into the recon drone. You can see Sean measuring out there. And he's just communicating that with his opponent right now, it looks like.
Yeah, but Warrior still has to move, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. I can see the recon drone and the, what do you call it? The sniper on the far right objective just immediately readying up. Okay, they're looking at. So it looks like someone is looking to see if they can score that bonus here. This is an interesting move.
Yeah, the bonus requires that no enemy models be in their deployment zone fully.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like either player would be able to score it this round unless Sean
No.
was able to somehow kill both of those models right there and then the other 2 up top left.
Well, what we could see here from Wardy is that drone in the middle going onto that objective, and then him trying to set up shots with other models onto the Grey Knight gunner on that far left objective.
That is true.
That involves a lot of moving parts, though, just to get a single bonus objective. But I mean, we don't know what secondaries he's taken yet, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, Sean also regular moved that Grey Knight in the bottom right to pick up a relic token.
Yeah, I
So
see
I'm not
that.
sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the decision to have that Grey Knight walk onto that point in the middle right. He's putting himself in a lot of danger, and he's going to get a relic token this round anyway. What I actually would have liked to see was an out of line of sight charge onto that leader stealth suit, because he didn't have line of sight on that Grey Knight, and it wasn't too long of a charge. Um,
Yeah, you are absolutely right about that.
I think that would have been the better move for Sean, but
Yeah,
well,
I
so
I
far the
agree with
high
that
risk play
100%.
is, yeah, I was going to say so far the high risk play has worked out for him. So
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would not agree with 40 if he were to move this Tau drone on the middle objective here, honestly. Because if he were to move it, just advance it down the board, he's just going to get closer to the demo silencer. Um, he'll probably be out of line of sight of the leader Justicar, so I guess there's an argument to be made there, but he's ceding a point or
I do
an
think Sean,
objective. But I think he's going to get it. Okay, it looks like Wardy's left and going to have to come back in here.
yeah, I do think that Sean has pretty decent odds of taking that gun drone out in the middle. Um, with the silencer. I mean, it's going to be 6 shots sitting on 5s, but just one of those needs to go through for him to get a D3 shot, or
Yeah.
a wounding on a 3, just to get the D3 damage in. It's a little bit of a gamble because he no longer has that comms buff that he had last round.
Yeah, that's true.
I honestly think that, well, it's tough because the silencer, if I'm not mistaken, is a heavy weapon, so he can't really move
That's
and
true.
shoot without taking a penalty because it's a demo spec.
Yeah, so even if he were to move closer, the math would still be the same.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be obscured anymore. So, but we that Dundrum is not obscured because he's floating above the terrain there.
All right, Wardy's back in this.
So I guess those 6 shots on the gun drum in the middle, if he keeps it there, would just be hitting on 4s for long range. But
Yeah,
I think
that's
he's
true.
going to be advancing it. So he's got some play in mind here.
Now, the thing about the silencer, though, Shane, is that it's only a strength 4 weapon. So these toughness 4 drones, it's going to be wounding on 4s. I don't. Whoa, yep. Okay.
There we go.
Super interesting here. Looks like he's just trying to contest that objective. What did
He's
he
trying
roll
to
here?
contest the objective while seeing if he can get all the way into the deployment zone, I believe.
And it doesn't look like he can.
Yeah, he's going to be slightly
As
out.
you can see, that little edge of his base there is still not wholly within that deployment zone.
I think he's thinking of undoing that advance.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping the model. Well, maybe he did have a bit more movement.
I mean, it's kind of iffy when you measure these models unless you're like holding tab the whole time to try to measure back exactly where it was.
If I'm not mistaken, Wardy did have a little bit more movement on that gun drone.
Well, they have an 8-inch movement. Yeah, he only had 11 inches. Haha, they're rewinding to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Get that drone back on the. Whoa!
Keep going.
It's rewind time.
Oh, not quite. Keep going. Looks like.
Dude, does it go like frame by frame? Yeah, they're just.
Oh yeah, that was the full 11 inches, I believe. So I don't think he can make it any further. So I think he's just going to stay on that point. Although he will still have counted as advancing, he just might advance in a different direction.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's.
I like that. I like that move a lot better.
Yeah, for sure, because he's no longer getting blown off the board by that silencer potentially.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just he's going to be taking storm bolter shots, which I mean are still scary in their own way, but. I think Sean's still in a good spot here overall, though. He's going to be able to cybolt that gun drone on the bottom right either way, which I think was kind of always an issue. But he's moving his leader out right into the middle, potentially to still hold that point.
I would just advance the drone out before I move that leader into the line of fire like that.
Well, the thing about the leader right now is it is going to be a bit hard for Sean to kill that model. It's got a 3-up save and 2 wounds. So
yeah, and unlike the drone, it would be obscured by those crates from the from the gunner.
Looks like he is going to be moving it out there.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
He's thinking about it. He's looking around.
Yeah, these guys do have a native. Looks like just a 8-inch movement. All right.
I'm not sure about that movement in particular because I think he might be within 12 inches of the silencer now. Which
yeah.
I'm sure Sean is thinking about. Again, the leader's odds of living, though, are a bit higher, but he's still going to be taking a lot of shots from the silencer and that leader.
Yeah, a guy with the storm bolter down here, the silencer.
And potentially even this bottom right Grey Knight also. And it looks like Wardy's moving the second gun drone up.
Yeah, and that's just so he gets the savior protocols. Because now after annual or after elites, I believe it was, they FAQ'd it so that savior protocols works for battle suits as well as infantry.
Uh-huh. I'm actually not sure. Do these suits, are these just robots, or do they actually have Tau in them?
Oh no, there's some squishy fishy people in there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that these models also have the fly keyword.
Yeah, I believe they do so.
Yeah.
So if by some miracle Sean could kill the recon drone and the sniper,
yeah,
he would get the mission bonus for having the model in the deployment zone because Wardy moved that stealth suit and gun drone up top out of the deployment zone.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to use that Cybolt ammunition, honestly. He's got that 1 CP left.
So I think the play here, I mean, it's kind of a tough call. Where do you think those Cybolts are going to go?
Oh, geez. So I think we're going to have... I think the way Sean's thinking about it is it's all about the order of operations in this instance. So what... I think we'll see a Cybolt from the comms into the shield drone, and then I can see the storm bolters going into that gun drone. Okay. And now that the gun drone has moved completely off the point, I think we'll definitely see a Cybolt into the shield drone there.
Yeah,
this right here, the heavy spec is probably going to move onto the point. Yep.
So is the heavy spec going to be giving himself any targets? Because I don't believe his range is that long.
No, I think he's just trying to hold the objective there.
Yeah, I think that he's measuring, but I'm not sure what the range.
He'll have a line of sight here. It's a 18-inch range with the assault cannon.
Oh, he has an assault cannon.
Yeah. Or no, he is no. The heavy does have a fusion blaster. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the leader model.
I'm gonna have to pull this up because I would assume that the fusion blaster has only a 12-inch range.
Yeah, no, it does. It does.
So in that case, I'm not sure why he didn't use that drone to hold the point and then move the fusion blaster out into a better spot.
Yeah, could have just been a misplay. I mean, Tau are a very forgiving faction, but they do have a lot of moving parts, and if you do want to actually play them to their most efficient, you got to consider a lot of factors.
Okay, Ryan, actually the fusion blaster is 18-inch range. I just found that.
Okay.
So
That's
does he have a shot on anybody but the leader?
he's definitely got a shot on that Grey Knight in the bottom left.
Yeah, that's the leader. Well, that would be absolutely insane. I didn't know that. So Tau have a melta gun with 18-inch range.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
We're moving into the psychic phase now.
And it is an assault weapon.
Yeah,
So he could be advancing this guy just all over the place at literally no penalty.
yeah. I'm not sure why he didn't just keep the gun drone on the point and be a little bit more aggressive with that suit.
Yeah. All right, so first readied shot. Looks like that silencer. He's thinking about splitting the shots. I'm not sure what the
Well,
distance
no,
is.
we're in the psychic phase. He's thinking about
Oh,
Cybolt.
okay.
He's
Yeah,
measuring which is closer.
he'll definitely have to cybolt
Gun drone.
the gun drone. It looks like, yeah, which is good. I mean, that's what he wants to do here. Now he's also thinking about cybolting in that bottom right objective.
Yeah, I think a Cybolt on the bottom right is the best call. Also, you were right, Ryan. He did ready that sniper and recon drone up on the right side.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, what else are they gonna do? They got a model on the point that they're not in close combat with. This is gonna be like the easiest shot that those models are gonna get. It is obscured to the sniper spec, but that's gonna be negated by the recon specialist. And
Yeah, and
realistically speaking, Sean's readied model just can't make the shot downfield onto either of those models efficiently.
Sean or Wardy also moved that shield drone fully into the deployment zone, so
Yeah,
it's going to be even harder for Sean to get
yeah,
the mission bonus here.
yeah.
He's really going to have to make some magic work to get that through. And there's the
Six and
first
a-
Cybolt, and he gets a 10, so that's D3.
Yeah, that's right, because Grey Knights get that +1.
But I think it's on the gun drone, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's not. What am I thinking of? You explain how the damage for Cybolt works, Shane. You do it better than me.
Yeah. So D3 mortal wounds is not the same as D3 damage. It's just the amount of wounds that are going to be going through. The first wound to go through still is just a 1 damage weapon, quote unquote weapon for Cybolt. So the D3 mortal wounds only takes effect really when you're up against a feel no pain or a multi-wound model. And in this instance, the gun drone only has 1 wound and it doesn't have feel no pain. So the first mortal wound goes through, takes him to 0, and it's a 1 damage attack, which actually took him out of action too.
Yeah. So that was good for Sean there. Gonna maybe be able to lock down that point. The leader model is definitely gonna have line of sight on that Grey Knight, I think.
The leader, I believe, only has a burst cannon, though, so it's not the strongest.
Yeah.
And Sean's going for the other Cybolt, which goes through. I'm not sure which target he's going on to here. Either way, there's a feel no pain, which failed, and Sean only got a flesh wound. So I'm assuming it might be up here on that shield drone.
Oh, he's rolling again. That's a 6.
He re-rolled it to get the out of action.
Nice.
Oh, it was on the gun drone there.
Yeah. Big play there. Now that silencer is going to be able to open up on that leader model with impunity.
I might be mistaken, but I think Wardy actually rolled a feel no pain for the gun drone. I'm not sure why. I could be wrong.
Either way, that model died. So.
And now I think we're in shooting phase, and we're going to see that ready to silencer
here it comes.
unload into the leader.
Yep. So.
Ryan, do you want to measure and see if that's short range? Actually, I think Sean might be measuring it right now.
Yeah. So this is a 24-inch range weapon. It is definitely within short range. I'd 100% say. Ooh, I would not 100%. Hang on. Okay. I don't think that stealth suit leader is obscured at all.
Oh, I think you might be right.
Oh my gosh!
So
look at that
6.
roll.
Wow. So he got 4 hits through.
That's 4 hits. This will be wounding on 4s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, wounding on 4s. Okay, so that's 2 wounds at AP nothing.
Yeah, AP nothing. So it's 2 3-up saves. But if he fails just one of these, we could be seeing him out of action potentially.
Yeah.
He makes them both.
Makes them both. That is brutal. That is brutal. All
Yeah,
right.
kind of like I said, it's not easy to get that stealth suit off that point.
Mm-mm.
And next ready model is going to be the recon drone into the Grey Knight right there. And I'm not sure if the Grey Knight's... No, the Grey Knight's definitely not obscured to the recon drone,
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
going to be hitting fives.
Not sure what's going on here. Not obscured.
So looking for fives. And he gets
Only
one
one.
through.
All right.
Moving on a 3.
Yep.
And it goes through, so Sean's got to make a 3-up save. And Sean does not have any CP after re-rolling the injury roll earlier.
Yeah. This. All right. He makes it. This is we are for sure sweating with Sean right now as this rail rifle goes into him. So I'm assuming the recon drone sensor suite is going to be buffing that sniper spec, so it's going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. It looks like he's also spent a CP here.
That's for the sniper tactic again, so he's hitting on 3s. He gets one hit through.
Oh, and it's another 2. All right.
He's wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
Although on a 6, it is a mortal wound, right?
With the rail rifle, no.
Oh, really? For
no.
some reason I thought that.
I don't believe rail rifle deals mortal wounds.
Oh, yeah, no, it does. For each wound roll of 6, the target model suffers a mortal wound in addition to that.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, here comes that wound roll.
He gets
does wound on a 4, so that AP4, that just goes straight through, and why is he rolling 2 dice?
Oh, we actually missed the wound roll. He got it through, and that was 2 damage. And the 2 damage took him out.
Yeah, and because that recon suite ignores the obscured penalty, that's a Grey Knight. That's a dead Grey Knight right there, even though he rolled a 4.
Yeah, huge play. I mean, we kind of called that.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised it didn't happen last round.
Yeah.
So a good insurance play, I think, to use that 1 CP sniper tactic there.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean's probably very happy that he did move that Grey Knight on the bottom right objective there where he did. That's why I figured he did it, so that he would be within an inch of that bounty or that Relic Hunter's token. Just to try to get 1, because he needs to get as many points as possible in these early stages. He's got a lead, but not by much.
He gets 3 wounds off on the, I believe that's on the stealth suit in the middle.
All right.
From the leader, so we're going to be seeing 3 3-ups, and he misses 1, but he's got 2 wounds, and he also has a CP. I'm not sure if he's going to decide to re-roll that to keep it at 2 wounds on the leader. Looks like he won't be.
Yeah, because I mean, what other shooting does Sean have here?
Well, he's got the other Grey Knight down there.
Yeah.
On the bottom right. And it is... Oh, it looks like it might just be outside of 12 inches.
Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit more so I can get an accurate...
He's just out.
Yeah, I think he's just out.
Looks like the leader, though, is going to be taking his 4 shots. I think... I'm not sure. It's 18-inch range, so it's long range, unobscured, perhaps hitting on a...
I think he is obscured.
Oh, so it's hitting on 6s only.
Just from the angle. Let's zoom in here and see. Yeah, I'd say he's obscured. Because looking at the Grey Knight to the stealth suit leader. I'm gonna look from the leader's perspective. Yeah, he's definitely obscured. Like the whole left side.
Yeah, so that's no hits. So that actually played a big part. He would have gotten 2 hits through if it was unobscured.
Yeah.
And now Sean will probably shoot back long range, and I think the stealth suit is unobscured though.
Yeah, he is.
Grey Knight. So it's going to be 2 shots hitting on 4s. Sean's thinking about something. He doesn't have any CPs. There's no other decisions.
Yeah, there's no Cybolt ammo he could be doing here.
Well, he's out of CP, so there's no Cybolt ammo for Sean.
Yeah, from this model's backpack, you can completely see the leader there. That looks like 2 hits.
Yeah.
Dwight
So
just said, "Bruh." Not okay. That's for sure 1 wound.
he gets a wound through,
And
and
there's the
the
4-up
leader makes
save.
the 3-up save.
Is it a 4-up or 3-up save for these guys? Oh, it is a 3-up. Okay.
Next shot, we are going to be seeing that fusion blaster, the 18-inch range. He can't shoot that bottom right Grey Knight, but he can
Yeah,
take a shot at the leader.
that's his only target. Is obscured by those crates, so one
And he got a
shot,
5.
long range does not
That's
hit.
good.
Literally dodged a bullet there.
I would have been interested in seeing a more bullets heavy tactic there to get 2 shots off.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he does have that 1 CP remaining.
Because he wouldn't have needed it for an injury roll, presumably, if he got there. I mean, that's D6 damage.
Yeah.
Looks like the gun drone is seeing if it has. He's seeing if it has a shot on the Grey Knight. I don't think it does.
Let's take a look here. No. No. Take a look at it from the gun drone's perspective. There is some dice rolling, I hear.
Looks like Sean said that it's a shot, but nothing went through, so
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe the very tip of the edge of the top of the drone there could see like the very faintest sliver of the Space Marines power pack.
I think we're in fight phase now.
Yeah.
And Sean has that initiative, so
Yeah.
he's got 2 attacks from the Falchions into that shield drone there.
Yeah.
And if this gets through, it's pretty.
Ooh,
Oh wow!
No.
He has no CP.
No CP.
So that's
Yeah. Hey, bruh.
There's the bruh.
That is a bruh moment. Hate to see it.
And now the shield drone is going to swing back with its head.
Yeah, it's just gonna spin really fast.
Like a Beyblade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Doesn't look like the tower pack in a Beyblade in this list. In Brandon's game, we were able to see what the type of damage that a shield drone can do in the fight phase.
Oh yeah. That shield drone is like the MVP for Brandon in that game.
Oh yeah.
I think it got like multiple out of actions in the fight phase.
Yeah, it was crazy. That's up on that one. Yeah, that one is up on the YouTube channel. People want to go watch some Tau get crumped on, or some orcs get crumped on by some Tau.
Who really wants to see that though?
Yeah. Children should definitely not watch it.
So they're doing scoring right now.
Yeah. It looks like Sean scores in their ranks. He should be getting a Relic Hunter's point here. Yep, he's scoring that right now.
The question is, how many kills did Sean get? He killed a gun drone in the middle, and he killed the gun drone down in the bottom right. But
yeah.
Was there any more? Because I don't think Sean got killed more in that round.
No, I think they were even here because so far 2 Grey Knights have been killed. Correct?
Yeah, because of that unfortunate Overwatch kill.
Yeah. So
and, definitely hold more, I believe, for
the Tau.
For the Tau. Still no secondaries from Morty though, so Sean is up 8-5 right now.
Yeah. At this point I'd put money on the fact that Wardy probably took what do you call it? Pivotal or not pivotal point.
I'm not sure. I believe he would have scored it last round if he had pivotal point. But
No, not pivotal point. Steadfast.
Steadfast is certainly an option here. It's a really good one on this deployment. And I do believe Wardy had 1 CP at the end. He only spent the 1 on the sniper tactic.
Yeah.
And they seem to be looking around to make sure there's no nerve tests that need to be rolled. I don't believe there is. I don't see any flush runes on the board.
This is interesting. I think Sean's thinking about charging those drones. He'd need a crazy charge, though.
I believe, yeah, I think.
Or he could just be thinking about putting them... Well, he lost initiative here.
Yeah, he might be thinking about a decisive move, potentially, to get locked up over there.
I mean, that looks like a really long charge that he'd have to make. And,
yeah, it would.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. Where else could we see it?
He did get the initiative win, so he has decisions to make.
Yeah.
Before Sean gets anything done.
He might just be thinking about feeding Sean a drone. I could see him moving the similar to what Brandon did in his game. We could see the recon drone just come all the way down and kind of hold that gap in between the bottom right shipping container and the edge of the board, because that base is big enough.
Yeah, I mean, if you're right about him having steadfast, that's a pretty big spot for him to plug.
Yeah. Looks like this drone here is going to advance under the center point, trying to get another 6. Yeah. Trying to give his leader some more savior protocols. Yeah, that's a big ol' advance there. It's an advance of 18.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Wardy, I think I'd be looking for a super aggressive move with my heavy specialist.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Blaster.
Shield drone is falling back out of the fight. No Beyblade action going on there.
And he took the.
Oh, it looks like this gun drone. I think this gun drone is either advancing or charging. He's advancing.
He took the heavy specialism so that he could advance without getting the penalty on the assault weapons. So
yeah, and it hasn't advanced once, I don't think, this game.
Yeah, it hasn't really utilized
Okay,
that.
Did he measure that correctly?
I believe he did.
Okay.
So he's back there trying to contest that point on the left again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm watching it back now.
And I think the play here is to just keep that shield drone stuck in with the Grey Knight.
Yeah, this is a pretty aggressive play.
Honestly, I actually really like the idea. Now that I think about it, maybe readying the... Oh, he's not going to do it.
He's
I was going to say maybe
combat.
keeping the shield drone in combat with the Grey Knight and then just readying that heavy specialist.
I think what we're going to see here is the heavy spec. It's going to come down and around the crate there, the top left crate, and I think he's going to advance him onto the point because that shield drone is there now. Now he's just going to ready him. I was going to say if he got a big enough advance, he could get on that point and get the benefit of Savior Protocol with that with the gun drone that's already advanced onto the point. See some repositioning going on with the recon drone.
I mean, that rail rifle that was freed up now to kind of try and finally establish a little bit of board control.
No, it's just going to ready up.
Well, I think readying up is still an opportunity for him. Before, he couldn't focus on the board because he had a Grey Knight in his face, essentially.
Yeah.
Now that Grey Knight's gone, so he can actually focus on the rest of the board and trying to stop Sean from moving out at all. Now the question is, what does Sean do with that comm specialist up on top?
Well, he's got realistically two options. He can fall back, or he can just sit there and shoot. No, comms can't ready. They can either fall back or do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because if he stays there, he's just going to get blown off the board by that ready fusion blaster.
Yeah.
So I think a good play for the comms would be to move around this corner and within 6 inches of the demo, so we can give him the comms buff and get out of line of sight of that fusion blaster. And then Sean can also try and maybe get a charge down on the middle with his leader.
The other thing here too is that Grey Knight model, if it were to fall back, it wouldn't be able to shoot, but it still would be able to Cybolt. So if it were to fall back around the container, potential Cybolt onto the gun drone that advanced onto the far left objective there.
Yeah, I mean, he does already have a Cybolt there from the demo spec.
Yeah. But then that same Grey Knight could he could free up that he could free up another model to Cybolt somewhere else, say the leader Justicar into the shield drone on the point on the middle objective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a good idea for him to do that either way. I mean, he's got to try and find a way to try and take that leader off the board with his silencer.
Yeah.
And maybe the leader's measuring to see, or rather, Sean was measuring to see the distance on the leader to try and keep him out of short range while moving on and picking up that relic on the gun drone.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's being a bit weird. It's actually because the gun drone is like sitting on its head right now, so it's measuring diagonal from the bottom.
I think he should be able to get on that. He should be able to get on that objective and still be outside of the short range there, no problem.
The real question is, what is the Justicar going to do here? Because I think Sean could just kind of very easily tuck the Justicar over to the left out of line of sight of the Fusion Blaster and still get shots off on the middle. Or he could just maybe go for a charge in the middle, or he's going to move to the right.
Yeah, just try to get... he's just trying to get completely obscured. Or not completely obscured, it looks like just at least partially obscured.
I don't know, man. I think I'd want to avoid any shots from that Fusion Blaster.
Yeah, that thing is nasty when it hits. It is turn 3, so you gotta think, what else can Sean really do here to kind of just try to keep his lead, basically. Blind aggression worked for him in the past, but now that he's down 2 models out of the 6-man roster, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, interesting move from the Justicar there. So Psychic Phase now. I would imagine we're going to see a Cybolt for sure on this gun drone on the left side. And perhaps also into the shield drone here in the top left, just to contest that objective and give Sean maybe the opportunity to shoot against the heavy specialist there. If he survives the Fusion Blaster, that is.
Yeah.
Because he's now the only target for that Fusion Blaster, just about. So it looks like the demo into the gun drone, which is what kind of exactly what we were talking about. I think this will be a 5-up on the injury roll, though. So he gets it.
4.
Needing a 5-up on the injury. Will he get it? Come on, Sean. Drop the die.
Sweat with Sean. Sweat with Sean. I think they're determining obscurity right now. Because remember, that's a floating model.
That's actually true.
So if it completely clears, then he would only need a 4 here. And,
yeah, you're right.
That model is definitely unobscured. Just from the Grey Knight's head, the Grey Knight's taller than that box. That's a 5. That's a dead drone. That was big for Sean. He needs, I feel like after every kill Sean gets and everything he dodges is going to be big for him this turn, but yeah.
And now he might be going for either the shield drone in the middle or that shield drone on the top left. I think are the only options for him.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think it might be a better idea to go for the shield drone in the middle, to be honest.
I think so too, because if he kills that shield drone in the top left objective, then that model's going to be unobscured from the heavy Tau's fusion gun.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't expect that Grey Knight in the top left to live anyway, so there's not going to be much of a talk about whether he's going to be able to hold that point.
Yeah, if he's able to snipe out the drone on the middle objective, that's going to free him to shoot. Yeah, he's measuring right now. That's going to free him up to shoot the leader again. And then where am I going with this train of thought? I'm counting the how many models does he need to kill in order to force a break test?
Well, I'm not sure what the exact number on the list was, but it looks like he's got 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks like there's only 6 Tau drones left alive.
So he's going to have to kill at least a couple more, I think.
Yeah. I think there was like 3 gun drones, 3 shield drones in total or something like that.
Yeah. So Wardy's back in.
All right.
Get back to the side bolts, or the side bolts action right now. Yep, into that shield drone up there. Wow.
All right.
I'm not sure if I agreed, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Because, it's got that feel no pain. Oh, wow. Double 6s. That's perils.
Okay, hold on. This is actually kind of a big deal. This could be good for Sean.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Go ahead.
Sean's actually considering whether or not he wants to...
Go ahead and tell him.
So if this goes to multiple mortal wounds, then that could mean injury rolls for the comms falchions and the shield drone and the heavy, because he's within 3 inches of the Grey Knight.
Yeah, so if Sean chooses to not CP this and let the perils go through, his Grey Knight will explode, but it will inflict D3 mortal wounds onto both of those models. Because both of them are, as you can see, are clearly within 3 inches. At least for his sake, I hope that's what he's considering, is not CPing it. Deciding if he wants to reroll or blow up. Yep, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I almost think it's the better call to blow up.
Yeah. And this isn't the first time this tournament that we've seen something like this.
Yeah, George lost to this with Thousand Suns.
Yeah.
I think in George's case, it was a lot more devastating, but still,
oh, for sure.
To lose that heavy right now, that would be pretty brutal for...
Now, I've got a question, Shane. If Sean chooses to blow up and it does kill that heavy spec, does he score the point for high profile targets?
Does Sean have does Sean actually have high profile targets?
Ooh, actually, we do not.
He does not.
Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, yeah. I was confusing that with relic hunters. Super interesting. Oh, he's really deliberating it. He's taking the dice away. All right, here comes the D3 damage. Yeah.
The way I see it, that Grey Knight is probably dead anyway this round, so he might as well potentially take out.
True. True. Still thinking about it.
I mean, for me, the only instance that I would want to sidebolt on the top left instead of the middle is for the chance that this would happen. So
Yeah. Even if that comm specialist is killed, it's not like he's going to be risking a break test or anything for his models. And even then, they have the no fear that all Space Marine factions get, except for Heretic Astartes, of course. And the leadership to beat for a break test, anyways, would be 8, assuming that leader survives. So yeah, here comes that D3 damage.
and it's
It's
2
2
damage.
damage, so that's huge. Yeah. So that shield drone's gonna have to make a 5-up feel no pain. Or what is? Oh, he's rolling on the injury roll. Oh no!
Oh, so
What is happening?
it was 1 damage for Efaltion, and it killed him. It was 3 damage here on the shield drone. So now we're going to see if that kills him. It does.
It does. Okay.
And now we're going to roll the D3 mortal wounds on the heavy right now. So he needs 2 to get a potential out of action here and reduce him to 0 wounds.
Right.
And I don't think Sean's going to be able to reroll this.
Oh
It's
my
3
goodness!
damage.
That's yeah.
So it's 1 damage on the injury roll, but it's 3 wounds that go through, reducing that heavy to 0.
Yeah, and it doesn't have a feel no pain or anything because it's just
No.
a soft squishy fish. Ooh.
And it's just a flesh wound, but it's an injury roll, and I believe Sean can re-roll that, which he's going to.
Yeah. And
He
it
gets him out
does
of
that.
action.
Oh my goodness! What a wild play!
That is
What
absolutely
a
crazy.
wild play! Oh my goodness!
Sean definitely was not planning on doing that
No.
because he thought so much about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that was a perfect situation right there. Kind of a perfect storm for Sean.
Wow.
I mean, I'd say that's a pretty good trade in terms of points. I mean, he just took.
We
about
could
30.
potentially see. Well, it's there's a slim chance that Sean could emerge from this turn with hold more.
Yes.
But here
there
comes
actually is.
that rail rifle shot.
Yeah, he just took over 30 points off the board in exchange for, I think it was about 18 on that Grey Knight.
Yeah. All right. So he's played the sniper tactic. It is a long range shot, so only one shot, and it's a 1. So re-rolling because he's a sniper into a 4.
And-
I believe that does hit.
Well, I'm not actually sure. Well, he gave him the recon suite.
Yeah, you gave him the
For that.
recon suite, and so that was ignoring the obscurity, and then it gave him the +1, and he rolled a 4 there, so I think he definitely hit. That looks like 2 damage, and he'll need a 5 to take this model out of action.
Well, no, because he got the recon bonus, so he's ignoring.
Gosh, you're right. Yeah.
And
All
that
right.
is a dead silence.
That's that is. Ooh. Yeah. All the air just kind of got sucked out of the room in Sean's house. Yeah, those rail rifles, man, they're no joke.
So we're going to be seeing double break tests at the end of this round.
Yep.
Sean's only got 2 Grey Knights alive, and there's only 4 models left for the Tau, so I'd say that's kind of an even situation.
Well, I mean, it could be even worse here.
Well, I wouldn't anticipate the leader being able to kill anything. It's basically just another recon drone with the damage output. So he's going to be taking the 4 shots, long range. I don't believe obscured, so just hitting on 5s. Or actually 6s, because it's... Unless I'm mistaken. No, that was hitting on 5s, so I don't think anything.
Yes, Utsicle. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Sean, he rolled perils when he side-bolted, and instead of choosing to re-roll it, he chose to let the damage go through. It killed his Grey Knight, but then he rolled, I think he rolled 2 mortal wounds for the shield drone, and it wasn't able to make its invuln saves, and then he rolled 3 mortal wounds onto that Tau stealth suit in the top left corner on that objective. Yeah.
kind of devastating for the stealth suit. I was really excited to see what it would be able to do, but it really wasn't able to do anything. And I don't
Yeah.
think Wardy misplayed that situation.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, you can't plan on rolling perils.
Sean fires back, and I'm not sure. He got 2 hits. I believe this is with the leader over onto that shield drone, and he doesn't get any wounds, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. So yeah, going into the morale phase here, Sean definitely is going to have an advantage, just because his models have a lot better leadership, and then they're re-rolling their failed morale.
Yeah, that is true. And they're dealing with a lot less dead models than the Tau are.
Yeah.
In the event of a
Tau
break.
still do have 2 CP, so I don't anticipate him getting hold more here, for sure. Potentially both get hold 1. Yeah, those models that died due to the perils, they're definitely going to be getting. They're definitely going to be counting towards Sean's kill count this round, correct?
Yeah, they are, I believe, because it was Sean's psychic power that killed them. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he's using Cybolt ammunition finally, and I believe he's going to be going into the shield drone from the looks of it.
4 shots against the leader. Okay.
That's huge. If he kills this leader, then the highest leadership on the board for Wardy is 6 instead of 8.
Oh, he's thinking about splitting. I mean, every dead model stacks up here, right?
Yeah, he's doing 2 on each. He gets 1 hit on the first. I'm not sure who he's going for first.
I would assume it's going into that shield drone.
Oh, you're actually right, I think. So we're seeing a 4-up regular save, which he nails.
Yeah.
And now 2 more shots on the leader.
He rolled 1 dice.
Misses the first shot, lands the second, because he's slow rolling.
Yeah, he's slow rolling here.
He gets the wound
definite
through,
wound.
so the leader's going to try and make, I believe, a 4-up save or a 5-up save.
Makes a 6 up. Makes it on a 6.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That model has a flesh wound. So that flesh wounded model, will it count against the Tau when they're making their morale checks? Flesh wounded models on the table, or does the flesh wound just trigger their?
Yeah, the flesh wound. He doesn't have any flesh wounds. The leader has 1 wound remaining too.
Oh, that's what that die represents. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so, unless I am misremembering any events. But he has it listed as 1 wound.
They're rolling off or something here. Are they just? Oh, they're doing their break test. Leader has 1 out of 2 wounds remaining. Oh.
So did those break tests get resolved?
I have no idea what just happened. I saw them. Okay.
Or accidentally put on a blindfold.
Yeah.
Okay, so no breaks from either side.
Okay.
Which is pretty big for Wardy, because he's going to be getting hold more and kill 1.
Yeah, he will be getting kill 1.
Because he called that demo over
yeah.
here.
Sean is going to score kill more again here because of the that Grey Knight suicide bomber in the top left corner.
And he gets the 1 point for hold 1.
Yeah. And I think he's gonna max. Yeah, he's gonna max. He maxes thin their ranks here, and then he also gets relic hunters again.
Yeah.
So right now the score is 8-13.
Wardy actually scored death from afar for the first time.
Yeah, score is 13-9 right now. With like that, Grey Knights do have a pretty decent lead here, but I mean, like, It really doesn't feel that way, right? He's
Well,
only
yeah. I
down
mean,
he's only down to
imagine
two
that.
models.
Imagine Wardy took Steadfast. He's going to get 3 points probably on that, either the middle objective or the right objective, because I think he's held both of them all game.
Yeah, that's true. Probably did
And
not take the middle objective
yeah, and he's
as
going to
his
get hold more almost certainly next round.
yeah, so that's 5 points right there. Sean is gonna have to put numbers on the board
He's going to need some out of action rolls on the psychic tests.
for sure.
Sean wins initiative. Also, don't forget Wardy's at 4 CP now.
Yeah. That's right, Utsukul. He did have a fusion stealth suit and a regular stealth suit.
Wardy's going to decisive move here.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's got the CP for it. Not really sure what he's going to be decisive moving, though.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is. So I think he's going to be moving a shield
going
drone
for that
into
bonus.
Yeah, he wants to move it into the deployment zone of the Grey Knights, and thereby kind of forcing Sean to move back his leader to prevent him from scoring that. And if Sean can only dedicate one model to holding a point, then Wardy's for sure going to get hold more, barring any disasters.
I mean, if either the leader or that drone is able to advance far enough, it's going to get on that point and be in the deployment zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got him pretty out activated here.
So in advance with the leader, he gets a 12-inch movement. What is that?
That is a slightly smaller objective marker.
It's a gun drone. Why is that?
Oh, what? I don't know.
Yeah, look underneath.
Oh.
Why is our? Can we get that off the board?
I have no idea what's going on with that.
Well,
maybe they were just using it to see if where he would have to put that model in order to
be fully in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets all the way in. He's got to pull back like 0.2 inches, but
Right, so he's choosing to. Oh, okay.
That's
not done yet.
Too far. He's got to pull back a bit because he had a 12-inch movement. Unless I'm mistaken.
That was definitely a bit more than 12. Yeah, they just measured it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he's actually going to be right where he will be fully in the deployment zone, but he's going to be right where that weird marker is.
Yeah. I just want to get it out of here. Like, it's just move the shit. Why is it?
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, Sean isn't getting that relic, so.
Oh yeah, it's literally impossible for him to get it. It's round 4. Yeah, there's no way. Look, he has to go 10 inches just to.
Okay, so Wardy decisive moved, so that was his first move. So Sean is gonna wanna.
So I think I think Sean's gonna advance here.
Yeah, he's gonna want to try and Cybolt the
and
one.
Yeah, and what's that Cybolt? What's that Cybolt tactic?
I don't think he has anything he can use here. They all rely on him having other models around or increasing the range.
Oh, okay.
So he's just going to want to get a pretty good advance roll.
That's a good charge. That's a good charge, 7-inch charge.
I don't think he should do that at all.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
because the drone will
because
be able to
he
react.
needs to kill that leader or be in the deployment zone to prevent Wardy from getting another point. So, I mean, I think the best play for him is to put himself in a position where he can sidebolt that leader. Ideally, he's going to want to advance and see if he can get over in that bottom left corner, see the leader, sidebolt him, and if the leader lives, he's at least in the deployment zone to prevent the bonus objective getting scored by Wardy. He should not be doing anything resembling charging that center objective if he's trying to maximize, or I guess minimize points from his opponent.
Yeah. Maybe advancing onto the middle objective, but that's still so
No,
risky, and
still
it's
no.
yeah, and he'll still need to
He
kill
needs
that
the leader
model.
to be the closest model so that he can sidebolt it. I mean, if he advances now, he can look at the results, see what he gets, and if he gets like a 10, he can still stay in his deployment zone and get a sidebolt off. If he
Right.
gets less than a 10, he can just move here, kind of in between the two objectives outside of his deployment zone and still try and get the sidebolt off. It would be a little bit less ideal, but it's better than doing anything in the middle of the board. So he is going for that.
That's a advance roll of 8.
So 8, he's not going to be able to stay in his deployment zone, I don't think, and get the sidebolt off, but he can go in the middle and still get a sidebolt off against the leader.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Yeah, no, he won't be able to do that. So he wants to move right there, kind of like I was saying, but closer to the leader.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to
re-roll it. Yeah, that's fair.
Going for that 4.
He hasn't clicked the ticker yet.
Yeah.
He's thinking about
it. 4, I believe, is the magic number.
Yep, he's doing it.
He can stay in his deployment and still get the sidebolt off.
That's a big advance. That's 10 inches exactly.
Yeah, so
that's exactly what he needed.
He can see, he can see that leader, and he can stay in his deployment zone.
Yep.
I think he can't. He's gonna want to go a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they can see each other right now. Maybe from the
it looks like their backpacks can see each other. Yeah. All right. Now he can see him.
All right.
Yeah. Good use of CP there from Sean.
Yeah. Now, what's he going to do with that other granite is the question. I think the play is to just stay on that objective and try and ready up, or maybe move forward just a little bit to get some shots off on the middle. That way, there's a chance that he can. Well, yeah. I mean, he could potentially prevent hold more. I mean, what Wardy can do is just move that shield drone out of 12 inches onto the point in the top left to prevent a second sidebolt.
Wardy decisive moved with that leader, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure actually why he did that. I don't think he had to do that. Ryan, do you want to measure the distance between that shield drone in the middle and this Grey Knight in the bottom right?
Yeah.
Because remember, the Grey Knights only have a 12-inch distance on their sidebolt, so
he's well within.
Well, the question is, Wardy could just advance that shield drone into the top left, still hold an objective, and be outside of
yeah, you're right.
line of sight and sidebolt range.
Yeah. And look, this is something that we see a lot in Big 40K, which is something that Wardy, I think, is about to do. We can see this sniper moving down here along the right side of the board here. Just posting up on the corner of the box here. It's got that 7-inch movement. And then we can see the recon drone coming around right behind it. And, whoa. That's an interesting move.
Oh, that's a huge play.
Yeah.
Because now he's not allowing that sidebolt to happen onto the leader.
Oh, man. Yeah.
and Sean won't be able to shoot with the leader because he advanced.
Yep.
So Sean is only going to be able to get the one Cybolt off with the leader, assuming Wardy doesn't move those guys on the right.
Yeah. And it would have to go into a shield drone.
Yeah. So I think Wardy can guarantee hold more. The question is if Sean is going to be able to kill more with that Cybolt.
Is this an unnecessary move here we're seeing from Wardy?
Perhaps.
Yeah, because I mean now that Grey Knight's going to be able to get a Cybolt, and you know if he rolls a 10 or an 11.
Even if he doesn't, I mean, there's still Stormbolter shots after the Cybolt.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if that's the wisest move.
No, I think that's a... And then that sniper just readying up for basically no reason.
Yeah, I guess just to stand there. He's kind of done. Psychic Phase, he gets the Cybolt off onto that shield drone right there. So we're going to see a 4-up, or a 5-up Feel No Pain, rather. Let's see if he sticks it. He does not.
Doesn't.
So it's 1 damage.
Oh,
you can't reroll Feel No Pains.
Go in chat and tell him.
So yeah, he should not have been able to do that.
Yeah. Tack reroll. A lot of people think that you can just tack reroll basically almost any kind of roll in the game, but if it doesn't say that it's on there, then you can't reroll it. So other things like the amount of flamer shots, you can't reroll those, and then evidently Feel No Pains.
So that damage is going to go through, and he's going to take out that shield drone, which, I mean, that's going to get him kill 1, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And probably kill more, because, I mean, I don't think that Wardy has really good opportunities to get kills in this situation.
The players are taking turns putting on blindfolds.
See, this is why it's good to have a TO in the room.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I mean, that right there could have decided the game.
Yeah,
if
and the stream too. Stream helps out a lot.
Yeah. So that is a successful Cybolt on the recon drone, who's down to 1 of 2 wounds. So Sean may very well Cybolt ammunition onto that recon drone in the middle to take him off the point.
I believe that recon drone was already down to 1 wound, so we're seeing an injury roll here, correct?
I don't think he was down to 1 wound.
I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of the leader. I was thinking of the leader.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I would definitely Cybolt into that.
There was a moment on the right where the recon drone was the closest, but Sean never Cybolted with that Grey Knight. But yeah, Cybolt ammunition could be kind of nice here. Although he has maxed out thin their ranks, and I don't think killing that recon drone is going to do too much other than just add another potential +1 to the nerve test in case he breaks.
Yeah, would you rather him Cybolt here, or would you rather have him hold on to that CP and use it to guarantee that he holds 1, assuming the Grey Knight on the bottom right survives?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's quite unlikely that the Grey Knight break, and even if they do, it's also pretty unlikely that they fail their nerve tests. So I think it would be fine to. It's not like a situation like what we saw with Alex, where he kind of spent his CP in the 3rd round, even though orcs, I mean, obviously break quite easily. These Grey Knights are pretty unlikely to fail any nerve tests if they even happen.
Yeah. And you can see that Wardy also has 3 CP remaining, so he'll probably be auto-passing with the scout on the far right there. Even if that recon drone in the middle is killed.
Yeah, I'm
Or no, he'd auto-pass with the leader in this instance, because it's got the highest leadership. Or no,
But
that logic is
yeah,
flawed.
no, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I was going to say he wants to auto pass to make sure he would get steadfast, assuming that he took
Yeah,
steadfast.
yeah,
And honestly, I'm not sure if Sean also took steadfast. Honestly, I don't know what his last.
yeah. That's right. We haven't seen his third objective.
I
Um,
mean, has he held this bottom right objective all game? I think he might have.
the bottom right. I don't think so because it was contested at the end of turn one. Correct.
Um,
Yeah. See, Dwight's thinking about using Cybolt ammo right now. Because if it was the middle objective for the Tau here, if that was their steadfast objective, I think Sean might
uh,
be smelling blood in the water. Why else would that recon drone be moving on to the middle objective?
well, it's just as long as you hold any single objective, the whole game. So I mean, he's held both the middle and the middle right all game. So as long as he doesn't break, he should be getting it almost for sure. So was that one wound that went through,
Yeah, it looked like it.
and Wardy needs to make a save then with the recon drone.
Yeah,
4 out.
I
He didn't use sidle time. Oh, wait, maybe that's the one hit.
all right. Well, it's a 5 again.
Okay. So he failed the save presumably, and the recon drone did get taken out of action with a 5.
All right, yeah. So that's definitely gonna net kill more for Sean here. Uh, he's already maxed in their ranks, so I see some. Yeah, so this is gonna be the oh, okay. So that's 2 hits into the Grey Knight leader, or is it? It's just one. This
Just
would
one.
be wounding on a 3, and
It's
that's a wound.
Sean's going to need to make a 3-up save here, and
Yep.
he has a reroll, and he
Makes
makes
it.
the save. I'm actually thinking the third secondary for Sean may very well have been cut apart. I don't think
He
he
did
got
take
any
a
melee.
he did take a lot of combat.
So shooting back.
No, this is the break test. So it looks like Sean has broke. It looks like both players have broken.
Yeah, both. That's 2 breaks right there.
All right. So now whoever has initiative, they need to resolve their checks first. Sean does have that 1 CP remaining to auto pass the one on the bottom right. Yeah, that's what looks like what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
Yep, he
he's gonna
spends the 1
auto-pass.
CP to auto pass it, so he will be also scoring hold 1.
Let's see what Oh, this is a really tough decision for Wardy, whether or not he wants to auto pass on the left to potentially get the bonus point, because we don't know yet.
That's true. Well, I mean,
I guess
to
we're
me,
gonna see the
it's
nerf
fairly
test.
obvious. If he did in fact take steadfast, then he would have to do it. He would have to put it on that Pathfinder gunner, because getting another max secondary, that's going to be bigger than scoring just a. So it looks like the leader has shaken here, but that's honestly inconsequential. Yeah, yeah. So Sean will be able to re-roll that. Honestly, it's inconsequential at this point. Yeah, so now he's passed, not
Yeah, he would
shaken.
pass that. Yeah, because he is supposed to re-roll that in case of a fail. So
All right.
am I being a
He's
hypocrite
yeah.
by
So
telling him that?
Wardy is auto pass with the Pathfinder Railgunner on the right, and now he needs to roll for that leader, and I expect him to break. He does have an 8 leadership, but how many dead Tau are there? More than 8, right? There's literally only
Yeah.
2 models remaining.
He's
So he's gonna need a 1 here probably.
And he does have a reroll to reroll the nerf test if he needs to.
Oh, true.
Does not get a 1.
Okay. Yep,
Eve can
using the
actually
CP to
reroll.
reroll
Yeah,
that.
he can reroll that nerve test, and he will. For a
Is a 2
2,
enough?
yeah, I think that takes him to like a
Yep,
10 or
he's
11 or
shaken.
something.
So both players are going to score hold 1. Wardy does not get the objective, but let's see how the secondary scoring goes.
Sean got a kill more, so that's going to take him to 11 in the primary.
Yeah.
Wardy did not get a kill that round at all. I believe he's about to reveal Steadfast.
Oh, Recon sweep.
He
well,
didn't get Recon sweep.
Yeah,
and he did
does
get
score
Steadfast.
Steadfast.
So Wardy's going to finish with 13 points, I believe. And Sean is going to finish with... Sean did take cut apart. So Sean's going to finish with 16, I believe. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah.
Wow.
Wow, big win for Sean against the Tau.
Yeah, super close game. Definitely felt like it. Well, all right, guys. I think that's gonna do it for this stream. And my Twitch, my OBS just straight up crashed.
Oh, just now?
Well, I'm watching the Twitch stream right now. It just like went down.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good
All
time.
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just see you later, Shane.